At the recent Paris Olympics, Armand Duplantis, or Mondo, once again broke his own pole vault world record, achieving a height of 6.25 metres. As an equivalence, that's the height of me standing on top of a double-decker bus. Amazing. But what about everyone else? If we look at the top 100 pole vault athletes in the world in 2023, Mondo was 40% better than the athlete in 100th position, and more remarkably was almost 10% better than the athlete in second. Well, Mondo must be a prodigy. Well, yes, in many ways he is. But the curious thing is that this kind of distribution, a Pareto or power law, is very common in studies of performance. In sport, business, education and more, we often have a small number of amazing people on the left with a long tail to the right. Knowing that and sticking with the pole vaulters, let's imagine that we apply a standard company appraisal process to our top 100 to work out what pay rises they should receive. In a typical process, each person would be plotted on a bell curve or normal distribution and divided into groups, say 5 from low to high. Those in high receive the biggest pay award and those in low the least. So for our vaulters, this means that the top 20, including Mondo, get the best payout, and we penalise the bottom 20 considering their awful performance. It's certainly neat on paper and it makes the maths very easy. Hang on, at the low end, the performance of the 100th place athlete wasn't really awful, and at the high end, Mondo performed almost 20% better than 20th place, so that doesn't sound fair either. Why should Mondo's efforts be rewarded at the same level as those much lower than him? But all too often in our organisations, this is exactly what happens. People are squeezed into an arbitrary bell curve when actual performance follows a power law. The result? Some people get over-rewarded, others get under-rewarded, and lots of people get annoyed. There are, of course, other ways that you can do this, and it's worth thinking about them before your best people start to vault out of your organisation.